What was supposed to be a self-esteem boost turned into a nightmare for people who trusted a medical beauty spa in Tampa. Thanks for joining us here on Nightside. I'm Katie McCall.
I'm Carolina Lee. These two people, the operators of that medical spa, are under arrest, charged with performing liposuction without a medical license. Investigators say some of their patients are now scarred for life.
I don't mean just a small 2-inch scar. We're talking scarring from your midline all the way down to your waist in some cases, and extreme discomfort, a lot of pain.
The first complaints about these people and the spa came into the Florida Department of Health more than 2 years ago. So how were they still allowed to operate? And how can you tell if the person taking care of you is legit? Nightside reporter Bo Zimmer gets the answers from real doctors.
A slick website for the Orozco Medical Center advertises everything from facials and chemical peels to more advanced surgical procedures, including liposuction. Problem is, Hillsborough Sheriff's investigators say the woman performing the surgeries, 44-year-old Claudia Orozco, isn't qualified.
Ms. Orozco does not have a doctor's license. She is only licensed in acupuncture and hair removal.
The sheriff's office first tipped off after complaints to the Department of Health alleging patients suffered infections and severe injury after liposuction procedures performed at the center.
The scarring is tremendous on these victims. One of them has to wear certain garments to keep her body from tingling all the time so she can physically function.
Orozco and her assistant, 40-year-old Marlon Barcelo, are now both facing charges for practicing without a medical license and aggravated battery with great bodily harm. Orozco, who claims to be a doctor in Colombia, faces an additional charge for organized fraud. Before making their bust, detectives consulted with local physicians about the botched procedures.
They were floored. They were appalled. They were disgusted because they said these are the types of people that give doctors a bad name.
It can be extremely dangerous. It can take your life.
South Tampa cosmetic surgeon Dr. Joseph Castellano says he's seeing more and more cases of unlicensed doctors performing butt injections and liposuction. He says cases like these easily can result in severe infection or even worse.
It is a surgical procedure that should be done sterilely and correctly. It's not a minor type of procedure.
So how do you as the consumer know if the person you're trusting with your body has the knowledge and the training to do the procedure safely? Dr. Castellano suggests checking to see if the facility itself is accredited. You should also check the individual doctor's record. Where did they receive their training? Do they have a medical license? How many liposuction procedures have they actually performed? Now, much of this information is available online. We've got links for you at WTSP.com. Offices are also legally required to display their licenses and certification so patients can see for themselves. Bo Zimmer, 10 News.
As soon as we heard about this case, we did some digging into the Orozco Medical Clinic's online presence. One of the first things we found was deep discounts available through Groupon, including almost 90% off of fat reduction procedure. When you check out Groupon, the reviews, they're mostly positive. You might think twice about booking about that procedure, but this is a good reminder to check multiple sources for reviews when it comes to medical procedures. Sure enough, over on Yelp, the Orozco Clinic had 2.5 stars. One reviewer even said she heard someone moaning in pain from another room. The sheriff's office believes there are more victims out there who may be embarrassed to come forward, but they do want to hear from you, so they continue this investigation.